Hi guys, welcome back to the neighborhood. It's your friendly neighborhood reviewer with InToIt Reviews. What I've got here is the Shozy Form 1.4. I've already reviewed the Shozy Form 1.1 in the past on the blog, and this is that IM successor, but it comes at a higher price tag. So is it a worthy upgrade, or does it somehow offer something different from the Form 1.1? Let's get into it. To start with, the build of the Form 1.4 is fantastic. It's a bit heavy, but it's just small enough to fit into my ear just as good as any other Shozy that I've worn to date. And based on my experience thus far, I have found the fit with all Shozy products to be exceptional in general. So comfort is not a problem here as well. Unlike the Shozy Ruse, which did not come with a sufficient accessory package, the Shozy Form 1.4 comes with a nice 3.5 2-pin cloth-covered cable that lays flat without much adjustment and is stress-free to use. It also came with a gray cloth-lined hardshell carry case, which I prefer to all other Shozy cases to date. This case is significantly smaller than their other offerings, and while it could be a bit thinner, this will become my everyday carry case for my Shozy Rouge. The 1.4 also comes with a variety of tip options, but oddly, other than the foams, which are normal size, the silicone tip varieties here appear to only come in super small, small, or medium varieties. So if you have large ears, you're going to have to invest in alternative tips, unless you like the included foams. I preferred to use final Type E tips with this set, but their included double flange tips were also a good option, so don't feel that it is necessary to upgrade the tips here unless you have larger ear canals. Generally, I found the sound of the Shozy Form 1.4 to be less influenced by alternative tip options than other Shozy models that I have come in contact with previously. The best descriptor of the sound of the Shozy Form 1.4 is vinyl incarnate. These sound like listening to vinyl as your source. So if you like listening to records and are looking for an IM that mimics the properties of vinyl, then you're in luck with the Shozy Form 1.4. These also remind me of the presentation of the InToIt. So if that's your headphone of choice at home and you're looking for something similar as a portable carry, look no further than the Shozy Form 1.4. Like the Teaks, this is a warm and relaxing sound signature, but lively and revealing at the same time, despite its overall rather smooth sonic profile. Clarity and resolution are excellent for its price range, thanks in part to its 4 balanced armature, 1 dynamic driver hybrid design. In comparison to the Shozy Form 1.1, the sonics of the 1.4 are more resolute, but also less lush, thick, and earthy sounding in comparison. So while clarity is enhanced, the presentation is notably leaner in the mids and the treble regions, and closer to the rest of the IMs in the marketplace, distinguishing itself from the more unique qualities found in the Shozy Form 1.1. Nevertheless, this is still a very musical, somewhat delicate, and extremely enjoyable earphone. Unlike other reviewers, I do think the price hike between the Form 1.4 and the 1.1 is absolutely justified, given that details, separation, and other sonic characteristics are immensely enhanced. The soundstage, however, was somewhat disappointing, as unlike the rest of the 1.4 sound profile, it was relatively average. These aren't particularly wide, and the sound primarily takes place between your ears. Depth and height of the sound field was also pretty average, but better than its width. Imaging is generally excellent. Instrument placement and separation are good, but instrument distinction could be lost on busier tracks at times. Bass reproduction is romantic, and it has a mid-bass emphasis, but there is better bass extension and more audible sub-bass presence here than in the 1.1. The low-end presentation is also generally smoother overall. Nevertheless, the bottom end is accentuated on this set, and it is more of a musical bass than an articulate one. It sounds like a 2-channel system where the bass crossover is set just slightly too high. These remind me of a pair of Sulk speakers with rhythmic subwoofers that I encountered at Xpona in the shit audio room. The bass does bleed a bit, but it adds to this earphone's warm sound and unique sonic character. Mids are clear and articulate, but lack forwardness at times. Vocals are notably in the mix and contribute to this earphone's relaxed presentation. The treble is well extended and never harsh, but this is only after a break-in period. More specifically, I would describe the treble presentation as being a little rounded, but not rolled. This set also does have a somewhat mild, airy character to its top end, but there is not necessarily air in abundance here. Yet, at this price point of $200, you are definitely getting a good value here in my opinion, nevertheless. Overall, the Shozy Form 1.4 is a great IEM for someone who wants a warm and relaxed sound signature that is also lively and revealing, but never harsh. The bass is emphasized, but not overly so. In this specific case, the low end elevation simply contributes to the 1.4's warm, glowing tone. Unlike the opinion of other reviewers, I find the 1.4 to be more sophisticated, have enhanced clarity, and be a worthy upgrade over the Shozy Form 1.1. That is, if one has to pick between the two. Nevertheless, I can also see someone wanting to own both Shozy Form sets, as they vary in warmth, liquidity, resolution, and tone overall, with the 1.1 being drier, more direct, and uniquely earth-toned in character, while the 1.4 is smoother, more resolving, and better distributed across the frequency range. This IEM reminds me of listening to vinyl, so if that's what you're after, then these most likely will be for you. And just a reminder guys, at the 1K subscriber mark, I'll be giving away another set of COS KSC 75s. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell, like the video, leave some comments, and also follow the neighborhood at all its other access locations on Twitter, the blog, on Instagram, or become a Patreon for only $1.50 a month. And with that, I'm out for now.